All right, friends. Happy Saturday into Sunday here. We got a full moon in Aries. All right, full moon in Aries. Aries, the spark, the initiation, self. I go toward what's good. I go away from what's bad. Kind of simple. This is our survival, our need, strength, taking the initiative. You know, this is like the energy. It's like nobody needs to tell you what to do. You're like, I know this is it. I follow this. I follow this. And I know, again, that's kind of some things I've been saying the past couple of days. But this is a strong urge. Like, this is at 20 degrees, okay? The full moon's going to be at 20 degrees. So, sun, 20 degrees of Libra. The moon is 20 degrees of Aries. Well, let me see. It's backward for you. So, the moon's over here at 20 degrees of Aries, and then the sun's over here at 20 degrees of Libra. Well, guess what's right up here? Pluto at 20 degrees of Capricorn, okay? So this full moon is going to square Pluto. It is. Now, and another fun aspect that's happening is Venus is creating the quintile to Pluto today. Okay, it's just beginning today, so it's going to go on for the next couple of days. And we still have that grand water trine into the kite happening. Symbols into that kite happening up there. It's just connecting to Saturn. So let me show you the chart. Okay. So the full moon's going to happen around 5 o'clock. So let me push this forward a little bit. There we go. All right. Yeah. 5 p.m. a little after. Right. But yeah, I mean, you get it. It'll happen right around 5 p.m. Okay. So 20 degrees. Pluto's up there at 20 degrees. So we see these squares. Okay. This is, again, I know I'm being repetitive, but it's like the universe wants us to understand this so deeply. The relationship with myself, what I need, what myself needs, is being highlighted to what others, you know, our relationship with others is the sun is about us. This is our journey. And right now what our journey is saying, everybody else. I have to work and play with everybody else to grow, to expand. Okay, 20 degrees of Libra, 20 degrees of Sagittarius. Okay, so this is a perfect sextile between the sun and Jupiter. Very exciting. Okay, this is expansion, our personal expansion. What about what are we expanding? Again, we're expanding our relationships, and Mars making that quintile still to Jupiter. Jupiter making this sesqui-square to Uranus, and Uranus making this quincunx over here to Mars. All right, what do these mean? These are the annoying aspects, okay? Notice how these two are connected, that light line right here. This is a very beautiful connection. This is the unseen hand of fate working with these two energies, saying like, look, there's a lot of beautiful creativity that we can muster up here together. You know, there's something else, you know, there's knowledge out here in the world that you have, there's knowledge out here that I have, and together we can, you know, we can expand beyond what we thought was possible, or beyond where you're at personally, where yourself is at. You know, with the help of other people, you get to learn a whole lot more on where you're going. Further, when we've been talking about relationships for the GPS is going off. All right. Further, whoops. All right, coming back here. So these lines here, this is the great release, okay? And as you see, Uranus opposed to Venus, okay? This was just perfect yesterday, and now they're just getting away from each other. But still, one degree separation is an opposition. That's still an opposition. That's still very tight opposition from Venus to Uranus. Okay, this is this old thinking, this old mentality. Venus and Mercury, like, come on, we are not the surface. We are not this same, you know, although this is how the world has been since we have been alive. You know, I mean, little things have changed as we've gotten older, but really nothing's that different, you know? Well, this hasn't been here since 1934, okay? Great Depression. Think back in 1934 and where we were at in life, all right? This has not been here since then. So we are literally upheaving, you know, this is the rototiller coming in and destroying the ground so we can make our garden. And our garden plants us the delicious food that's going to feed and nourish our souls, okay? So when we have this Uranus in here, the great awakener, running through this old stubborn sign. And we have our planet of expansion creating this annoying aspect. And Mars, our planet of acceleration, who's making a connection to our planet of expansion, also creating a different kind of annoying aspect to this. Again, this has to do with our change, our changing of who we are, changing of tradition, letting go of that past, letting go of something that no longer serves us. Thankfully, that is also playing a role with Saturn and the South Node up in Capricorn, which is also playing a role in this grand kite. So not only the conjunction of Saturn and the South Node, but as well this emotional kite, okay? Our emotional expansion. We know what we need. We know that we're not, you know, how do you say that? Like, not like the rest of the world, not, that's, because that's not appropriate, you know, like, we might not, you know, myself and those watching this might not have the same similar ideals as what's currently standard. Maybe, I think that's the best way to say it, right? We don't have the same ideals as what's currently presented. You know, we're raising the bar. That's honest. That's truthful. We're raising the bar, and with this, things change, okay? And it's important that we're approaching whatever we're approaching. Again, we have Aries, moon, self. This is being highlighted. Full illumination, okay? No shadows here. We're seeing the shadow. We're seeing the shadow side of self. Whew. We're seeing the shadow side of self, highlighting it, shining the light on in order for us to have better relationships with others, in order for us to expand with others, in order for us to have, you know, again, whether it's a business relationship, a relationship between a parent and a child, whether you're the parent or the child, whether you're the boss or the employee, whether you're in a committed relationship or you're a single person, you know, these all about relationships. Any of these come to play. And our understanding of these relationships, right? So it's just like, well, we might not have those same standards as what was currently available. As long as we keep raising our own personal bar, yeah, you know, and that's like that's the annoying stuff here with Uranus and Taurus, is like, we have to be the ones to do something different, to, you know, to not be the same, you know, well, everybody does this, so I'm just going to do what everybody else does. Like, no, we have to raise the bar, and raising the bar leads to our expansion. If we don't choose to push the envelope, we don't expand. If we just keep it safe, if we keep it simple, if we don't push ourselves, we stay the same. And now you're comfortable staying the same, but you're uncomfortable because we haven't grown, you know? So this is the defining moments. Do we change or do we stay the same? Do we, you know, put one foot in front of the other to make the progressions that we need to do in order for us to line up with this, you know, the career of our dreams, the life of our dreams, the relationship of our dreams? And some of you might already be in the career or life or relationship of our dreams. And when I'm talking about this stuff, it's saying that stuff gets to deepen. We get to expand that even further. Like, you know, I mean, I've had my dream job for a very long time. I'm working in Hollywood, and oh, it's so cool. You know, and it's just like, wow, these things kind of change as we go along. And now I'm taking this career path down, you know, a different road to work more in this kind of stuff. You know, so it's like, things mold and change. So you might have already had your dream job, but what it means is you further deepen and solidify your roots into what you're doing and make it more your own. Okay, and that's what this beauty about the moon in Aries, is making it more your own. This is about you and your journey, and you and your journey, you deal with other people. So it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And again, it's like this, like going back to the chart here, this square is so extremely important, as this ties in everything I've been talking about for the past week, you know, of not holding on to this old stuff. People change, things change. You know, we're all different from where we were. Man, I remember my life, 4 years ago? Was that 2015? Okay. Way different boat that I'm in right now, okay? And that goes for everybody, you know? Who knows? You know, you could be here. So here's the thing. you may be having a hard relationship with someone at work or a boss or whatever it is, and you go away for the weekend. Okay, now in our head, we can say, this problem is waiting for me at work when I go back there. So, well, that's not giving the other person the opportunity. Maybe they had a crazy weekend, you know, had a spiritual lifting weekend, you know, an exorcism. I don't know, you know, whatever. You like whatever, that angerness. And anger, like if we encounter people who are generally angry, it's usually rooted from a place of them not feeling good enough. So if you have an angry boss or an angry coworker who is just constantly angry, there's a 90% chance that deep down internally, you know, that Scorpio beneath the surface crap is they don't feel that they're enough. Anyway, so if you're dealing with these people, if you're dealing with an angry person, you know, and you left for the weekend and you're thinking, well, I'm coming back to my angry boss and the same thing. It's like, okay, you're manifesting that. You know, we're not giving the other people the opportunity to grow. We're not giving the other person, you know, it's just like, okay, not me, but saying whomever, you know, I have changed, the world has not changed. You know, so it's like, well, I have changed, the rest of my coworkers have not. Do I fall back into the same patterns they're in? No, I have to maintain my truth. North Node down there in Cancer. You know, my own authenticity, my own realness. And following that. So coming back to that, you know, this is that Pluto square the moon squaring the sun in relationships with others. Okay, I'm trying to figure the best way to like say that with the boss. Like they could have had the most unbelievable weekend and their whole life changed. Maybe they realized, you know, they had seen something and they're like, oh my God, all of this time I'm angry and I'm on my employees for this or that or the other. And I realized, you know, me. And now this person's changed. They have a new attitude coming into work, but you expect angry boss. You know, it's like our expectations, we find that. Even if that's not what we truly want. If that's not what we truly desire. And if that's not who they truly are anymore. You know, we manifest these things. We can be closed off, or we normally, you know, will say that we'll just be short, you know, and here's the TPS reports stapled to the top. Somebody's going to get that joke. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's like giving people the chance to grow, giving people the chance to learn, the chance to improve their own personal lives, not holding people accountable, but mostly holding ourselves accountable right now. And again, in that raising the bar status, like I have changed, the rest of the world has not. The rest of the world is the same. Everyone thinks the whole world is spiraling down into misery and depression and sadness, and maybe I'm the only person, I know this is not true, I'm the only person in the world that sees hope and prosperity and cleaning things up. Now, again, that's not true. There's millions of people that have hope and prosperity and want to clean things up and see that this system that we have created is wrong or is not going to bring us to the future. It's not sustainable. Okay, it's not sustainable future, right? So we have to hold on to that sight. You know, keep that deep down in us, and not just give up and say, well, there's Jimmy spray painting on the side of the building again. You know, I don't know. But you know, I think you know where I'm going with all this, okay? We set our own expectations. We set our own standards, and we have to follow through with those. We have to be the ones that say yes, and to allow other people to grow, and to not say, well, you were a jerk 2 weeks ago, so you're a jerk tomorrow. You know, you were rude 3 weeks ago when we had a similar conversation, so I'm not going to bring up this thing because I don't want you to be rude to me again, or I'm going to hide this. You know, Mercury over there in Scorpio. You know, things go hidden into these water signs. Venus being hidden into the water signs, going deep down beneath. But she's being called out by Pluto. You know, it's just like, no, we can't, like, find what you want down there, Jacques Cousteau. Go deep diving, but bring this stuff to the surface to show to everybody else. Oh my God, look at this marine wildlife. This is beautiful. Had we not had that deep diver that's willing to, lower the bar, in that case, going deeper, and to bring that stuff up for us to see. I mean, we still have so little clue of what's happening in the oceans. All right. So it's like, that's a true key to self. What's going on internally? We are so focused on what's around us. What's really happening in here? What do we really need in here? Who do we really need? Happy full moon in Aries. All right. Moon in Aries. Sun in Libra. Full illumination on self and our relationships with others. All right. We're being called to transform our relationships with others. The death, destruction, and resurrection. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Woohoo! This is a very important full moon, my friends. Have a very beautiful Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow.